Hey everyone, and welcome to another video for the channel. Today we're going to talk about an interesting topic that all of us bikers absolutely love: the essential accessories and gadgets that every motorcyclist should have, not just for style or comfort, but for safety, technology, control, and survival on the road, and that are trending this year in 2026. And heads up, because here you're not going to see filler accessories, but genuinely useful stuff. So if you're an impulse buyer and you love motorcycles, stick around until the end of this video because I'm going to show you the 10 best gadgets you can buy today. Get comfortable, because we're getting started. Accessory number 1. Smart helmet with brake lights. We're kicking off with the heart of safety for any motorcyclist: the helmet. It's 2026, and it's no longer just about looking good and feeling comfortable. It's about being smart, or at least offering some extra features. In this case, we're highlighting a new generation of helmets with brake lights, video cameras, and even light sensors. There are several options on the market, including the Shark Squall i3 Hellcat or the Livall MC1 Pro, with prices reaching up to $500, or cheaper alternatives starting at around $100. But if you're looking for something more budget-friendly, you can pick up some LED lights with brake sensors that easily attach to your helmet and do the same job. Accessory number 2. Bluetooth communicators for your helmet. This gadget is a game changer. The communicator is no longer a luxury, it's a global standard. A modern system with mesh technology allows stable communication even in large groups, automatically reconnects if someone gets separated, and delivers cleaner audio at high speeds. What do you gain? En route coordination, group safety, communication with your riding partner, GPS instructions, and phone calls without touching your device. On long trips, the communicator reduces risks by eliminating improvised signals or confusing maneuvers. It's basically turning your helmet into a communication hub, and prices range from $10 all the way up to $500. Accessory number 3. Dashcam or action camera for your motorcycle. Now we're entering serious territory: legal protection and real evidence. The smartest move is to use a motorcycle dash cam with both a front camera and rear camera. These cameras typically record in loop mode, have a G sensor to lock files in case of impact, include enhanced night vision, and many come with GPS to record your speed en route. Why is it essential? Because in an accident, at a roadblock, or even facing a false claim, the difference between losing everything or resolving it quickly is having video evidence. If you don't want to deal with complicated installations, an action camera like a GoPro is a viable option. Prices range from $50 up to $400. Accessory number 4. Premium phone mount. If you ride a motorcycle and don't want to invest a lot of money in a GPS system, your best alternative is your phone, which serves as a GPS, dashboard, camera, music controller, and so much more. But it's also delicate. Vibrations can damage the optical image stabilization in many modern phones. That's why a basic mount just won't cut it anymore. The ideal mount should have a real anti-vibration system, solid quick lock mechanism, and if possible, wireless charging or USB-C power delivery. This ensures total autonomy, constant navigation, and zero stress. Prices range from $10 up to $50. Accessory number 5. Real-time tire pressure sensor. This is a quiet gadget, but one of the most important ones. This accessory measures tire pressure and temperature in real time. What does this mean? You detect a slow leak before it becomes dangerous, you avoid tire deformation from low pressure, and you drastically reduce the risk of losing control. On a technical level, correct pressure also improves grip, braking, fuel consumption, and tire wear. If you do long trips or highway riding, the sensor is a smart upgrade that gives you critical data, the real condition of the only point of contact between your bike and the asphalt. Prices start at $20. Accessory number 6. Smart auxiliary spotlights. A lot of people buy lights for aesthetics, but the real rider buys them for survival. On the road, especially at night or in the rain, the difference between making it home or not comes down to seeing and being seen. Modern auxiliary lights pack brutal power, with rain and fog modes, strobe patterns for alerts, and more precise beam cutoffs to avoid blinding others. In 2026, there are also smart systems that automatically adjust intensity based on ambient conditions or sync with your brake light. This is an essential gadget because riders are always at a disadvantage against cars and trucks. Visibility is your shield. Prices range from $20 up to $100. Accessory number 7. Airbag vest, mechanical or electronic. Now this is evolution. What used to be exclusive to MotoGP is becoming more and more accessible today. An airbag vest can be mechanical, with a tether to the chassis, or electronic, with sensors that detect a crash. The goal is to protect your chest, back, and neck, the areas where an injury changes your life forever. A lot of people say, "I'm a good rider," but the problem isn't always you. It's the bus that crosses into your lane, the car that doesn't look, or the distracted pedestrian. If you want a truly modern accessory in 2026, this is the one that takes your safety to the next level. It doesn't look as cool, but it's the smartest thing you can buy. Prices range from $300 up to $600. Accessory number 8. Next generation technical gloves. Gloves are part of the gear, but in 2026, there's a massive difference between regular gloves and modern technical gloves. We're talking reinforced knuckles, palm sliders, double stitching, touchscreen compatibility, optimized grip, and intelligent ventilation. In real terms, your hands are the first thing to hit the ground in a crash, and they're what you need most functional afterwards. A quality glove can mean the difference between getting up and riding on or being sidelined for months. This isn't an accessory, it's survival. Prices range from $40 up to $100. Accessory number 9. Intelligent anti-theft system. GPS plus alarm plus notification. If there's one thing that's become mandatory in the motorcycling world, it's this. Motorcycle theft in many cities is a brutal reality. The ideal system in 2026 is multi-layered. Motion sensor alarm, real-time GPS, smartphone notifications, and if applicable, remote kill switch. Many systems also let you check route history or set up geofences. Technically speaking, the value of this gadget is all about time. Recovering a stolen bike usually depends on acting fast, and you can only do that if you have real tracking. This is an indispensable accessory because a motorcycle doesn't just cost money, it costs effort, dreams, and hard work. Prices range from $30 up to $200. Accessory number 10. Portable electric compressor plus premium tubeless kit. This is the gadget for those who truly travel. A flat tire without tools is the end of the ride. But with a decent tubeless kit and a mini electric compressor, you're back on the road in minutes. Look for a compressor with a digital gauge, auto shutoff, and compact size. And a tubeless kit with a sturdy tool, quality plugs, and strong adhesive. This accessory isn't just useful, it's peace of mind. And if you're traveling with friends, you automatically become the hero of the group. Prices range from $20 up to $80.